Hey everyone. Today, I'm diving into a book that's been a real eye-opener. It's I Will Teach You to Be Rich, by Ramit Sethi. We're talking about Chapter 6. It's called The Myth of Financial Expertise, Why Professional Wine Tasters and Stock Pickers Are Clueless, and How You Can Beat Them. Have you ever felt like you're not smart enough to invest? Like you need an expert to pick the right stocks? Or maybe you've watched those finance shows where people shout about hot stocks, and you think, I'll never understand this. I've been there. It feels intimidating. Like investing is for someone else. Someone smarter. But this chapter, it flipped that idea upside down. And I want to share it, like I'm talking to a friend. Here's the core of Chapter 6. Ramit says, you don't need to be an expert. Most so-called experts, like stock pickers, they're not as smart as they seem. They're often wrong. And you can do better by keeping things simple. The big idea? Instead of chasing hot stocks or trying to outsmart the market, invest in low-cost, diversified funds, like index funds. They're boring, but they work. And they beat most experts over time. Let me tell you about my friend Sam. He's a teacher, not a finance guy. He used to watch those stock market shows, thinking he had to pick the next big company. He'd stress out, spend hours researching, and still lose money. Then he read this chapter. Ramit explains, even professionals can't predict the market. Studies show, most stock pickers do worse than the market itself. Sam switched to an index fund. A simple investment that tracks the whole market. He puts in $100 a month. Automatically. Last year, his account grew 8%. No stress. No guessing. He says it feels like a secret weapon. For me, this chapter was a relief. I used to think I had to be a genius to invest. I'd hear about stock tips from friends, or see experts on TV, and feel so behind. Ramit's point is liberating. He says the market is unpredictable, even for pros. Like wine tasters who can't tell cheap wine from fancy. Stock pickers often just guess. But index funds? They spread your money across hundreds of companies. If one fails, others keep you steady. I started investing in an index fund last year. $50 a month in my Roth IRA. It's simple. And I don't worry about it. It feels empowering. Ramit breaks it down so clearly. He says, skip the fancy advisors. Skip the hot stocks. Choose index funds with low fees. They cost less than actively managed funds. And over time, they often perform better. For example, if you invest $1,000 in an index fund with a 7% average return, in 30 years, that could grow to over $7,600. In a high-fee fund, you might lose thousands to fees. It's not sexy, but it's smart. And it lets your money grow while you live your life. The emotional side, it hits hard. This chapter isn't just about investing. It's about confidence. You don't need a finance degree. You don't need to watch the market every day. You just need a simple plan. And the courage To start, when I opened my investment account, I was nervous. Thought I'd mess it up. But I followed Ramit's advice. Picked a low-cost index fund. Set up automatic contributions. And now, I feel like I'm building something for my future. You don't need to be perfect. Ramit's all about starting small. When I read this chapter, I thought, investing sounds too hard. But it's not. It took me 30 minutes to set up. One decision. And my money's growing. So here's your step. This week, take 15 minutes. Look up low-cost index funds. Check out ones from Vanguard or Fidelity. If you have a Roth IRA or a 401k, see if you can add an index fund. Start small, even $25 a month. One choice. And you're already beating the experts. That's chapter 6. It's about ignoring the noise, skipping the experts, and choosing simple, proven investments. You don't need to be a genius. You just need to start. Let me know in the comments. And this video is part of my chapter-by-chapter breakdown of I Will Teach You to Be Rich. So if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And most importantly, check out the next episode, where we dive into chapter 7. Trust me, you won't want to miss it.